all the big plans you have made already and you are still making, if it is depending or because of the money you are going to get from the venue of your wedding, that is the reception, while you are dancing, or from the gifts, one day you are going to be seriously disappointed. If what is in your mind for having bridal trays and ashebis is because you are going to make money out of it, please do have everything. Don't let your spouse break his bank account because he is getting married to you. Yes, you. After the wedding comes the main marriage. This should always ring a bell in your head when you are busy buying all the buyable from vendors on Instagram and from the markets. After the wedding, note this. Welcome back to my channel. This is your baby girl in the building. As always, this is Jessie. Today is going to be a general gist on how you can save your money on your wedding. This is a festive period when one day there will be so many orishiri here and there, from friends, from families, from colleagues, and all those beautiful stuff. It's going to be a festive period. Things are happening. If you go to the east, to the west, to the north, to the south, people are actually hosting a whole lot of different things. But the most of the events in this period, or at this period, is the wedding, traditional marriage, white wedding, and even the court and marriage. And this is why I'm bringing this video to my own very farm here on YouTube, so that if you are preparing for your wedding or marriage, Biko, please, this video is actually for you. If you have a friend, a sister, a brother that is about diving into the forever union and is running helter-skelter to put things together, just tell him and tell her to watch this video, because this is the right time to watch this. And if you are a single aspiring to get married someday, whether you're a spinster or a bachelor, don't forget to watch this video to the end, because I'm going to be bringing a whole lot of juicy story and gist to your doorpost. And the first thing I want to talk about in this video, how you can save a whole lot of money. I have seen people spend their life savings because they want to have a fantastic wedding. This is what we see on daily basis. People go as far as borrowing money. Some even go to take loan from their place of work. Some take loan from their families or friends because they want to have this kind of wedding. Please, you don't have to break your bank accounts because you are getting married. There is a life after the wedding. That is where the real life come on, not that thing you see on the reception where everybody is busy dancing. The moment is 5 p.m. 6 p.m. everybody will turn their back and start going to wherever they came from, and reality will dawn on you. If you didn't apply wisdom while you were planning this whole thing, you are simply on your own. OYO. Oh yeah. So guys, please, I want to be sharing some very vital informations or things you should do and shouldn't do if you are planning to go down the aisle, or if you are going down to the altar with your forever to be spouse. The moment you make your wedding known, or you tell friends and family that you have actually choose a particular date to go down or to walk down the aisle with your spouse, people tend to ask you to budget a particular amount for the wedding or the marriage. But the question is, how do you budget for things you really do not have a clue about? During my time, people started asking me, oh, you should have to have budget between this amount to this amount for your wedding, budget between this for the wedding gown, this for the bridal tray, this for the food, this for this, and this for that. I wasn't exactly sure of the budget. Since I have never been in a wedding space, how do I know the exact amount that should go for what? And this is where my advice comes in. First, have a realistic budget. Yes, it is going to turn out a whole lot of stress and writing and rewriting of the wedding budget if you don't know at least the stimulated prices in the regular prices you can get the goods and services you need for your wedding. You can't budget a wedding gown for 10,000 when in reality or the regular price in the market is already 30,000. You can see that the range is so much. I think that the very best thing for you to do is to make adequate research to get the regular prices of those things, and sincerely this is going to save you a whole lot of stress and money. The second point here is reuse your outfits and accessories. I know that most brides, especially this is for the bride or we the women, we know our craze for fashion, and the reason why the cosmetic industry is booming the way it is because of us, because we want to wear a very beautiful hair, we want to have a very beautiful look, our lipstick have to be 1 in a million, everything about us has to be douche kind of thing. But please, just as I said earlier in this video, you do not have to spend your life savings and even go to borrow from people you shouldn't have any business borrowing, because you want to give the society a wedding of their choice, not your choice, because you want to create a picture that you and your spouse are well to do, or you are doing well, when within you know that you do not have all that kind of money or finance to push that kind of wedding. So I am going to advise you, reusing your accessories and outfit is not a taboo. No one is going to condemn you if you use the same shoe you use for your pre-wedding shot for your wedding. Nobody's going to kill you if you use the same shoes you use for your traditional wedding or marriage for your court wedding. It is not in any constitution whatsoever that you have to use everything differently. That the clothing for engagement has to be different for the clothing for your court wedding. Nobody really cares about what you wear, but we just tend to kill ourselves and to mount unnecessarily pressure on ourselves because we think it is a big day, it is one in a lifetime, and we just want to spend recklessly. Please, there is more to marriage than what meets the eyes, and this is why we should be very cautious of what we spend and how we spend it. The accessories you use for your traditional marriage can actually go with your Thanksgiving service after the wedding. You can wear the same outfit, you can use the same accessories, you can use the same hair as well. There is no reason wasting so much before the wedding, and after the wedding you are left with nothing. You tend to feed from hand to mouth. It doesn't really make any sense, does it? And even the shoes I wore for my white wedding also was what I actually wore, either white or traditional wedding, was what I wore for my court wedding. I didn't have any pre-wedding shorts with brides. I just had with my husband just a simple shirt and a black trousers. I didn't even make up because I wasn't a makeup person. I don't care less about making up. Any place you know you can cut off expenses and you can save from there, I am advising you to do just that. Another tip I'm going to be dropping here is learn or form the habit of doing it yourself. DIY, do it yourself. Why I'm saying this is because marriage comes with a lot of expenses. People are going to advise you to buy this, get this. At the end of the day, you will observe or notice that you're actually running out of cash, especially for the average income earners. Do 90% of the things that concerns your wedding yourself. I am not saying if you have money to go to the Instagram or to social media to order things from vendors, you shouldn't. But it is better you go to the markets. Please just put on a very good trousers, a t-shirt. If you have a face cap, you can. If you want to make up perfect, carry your handbag, go into the market and get your things yourself. Search for your wedding souvenirs you want. There you have the opportunities of seeing different varieties. You have the opportunity of seeing the letters, other brands, and even at a very cheaper rate. Because you know for a truth that what it costs to get something from the regular market is different from what you actually buy it from vendors. The margin is a whole lot. So if you want to curtail your expenses, it just simply they go to the market. If you live in Anambra, you can go to Onitsha main market or Chanja. These were places I actually went to get my things, the clothing for the bridal train, for myself, and most of the things I needed for decoration, I actually bought it myself. If you are a caterer, you don't need to go and start paying someone to do your wedding cake. Do it yourself, provided you have all the time and you have workers or friends who can assist you. Just do it. In this way, you're actually cutting costs. If you can do your makeup, you're a makeup artist, or you are very good with what you do on yourself, or especially on your face, there is no need going to hire a makeup artist to come and paint your face, or to come and give you a makeup, a makeover, a make done, or whatever it is called. Do it yourself. A pretty or a simple makeup is good to go. These are ways you can actually curtail things. Then people actually go to event planners to plan their weddings. I am not saying it is something that is offline or off point to do if you can afford it. Yes, if you can afford it, no problem. You can have a fabulous or a wedding that is going to be the talk of the town, like that of Williams Uchemba and the wife. But if you do not have such capital to spend, please just do a normal average wedding, and that is all. When you go to the market, you have the opportunity to bargain. Yes, in the regular market, you can bargain. If they tell you it is for 50 naira, you can start from 10 naira. And at the end of the day, you'll be lucky, or might be lucky to get it for 30, 35 naira, 40 naira. That is what the power of negotiation. But when you come to vendors that will give you a fixed price, you also have to pay for the delivery charges. And when you buy one cloth from the vendor, you pay for the delivery charges. You go to get your accessories from another vendor. If you don't want to get it, or you didn't see the same thing you like, you pay for another delivery charge. At the end of the day, you are gradually spending a whole lot. Please avoid the urge to sit down with your two legs in the comfort of your house or home and start pressing up and down on your phone. Oh, this lace is fine. Oh, how much? Oh, there's 5,000. You order. You see another one. Please avoid it. Just go out there and do your thing yourself. Another tip here is cut your coats. Cut your clothes according to your size or according to your material. Some persons go as far as renting Bentley. You can actually use a simple car you can afford. If you have a car, you can use your car or get from a friend or from a family. You don't have to go spending a lot of home money to get a Bentley and others to take you to the church or to the reception, and you spend a lot. Some even go as far as having a photo booth. It is okay. Please do not misunderstand the concept of this video. If you can, go ahead and do it. But if you can't, please do what is within your reach. People will tell you they are killing a cow, they are killing 2 cows for the wedding. If you can buy a cow, go ahead. It is one in a lifetime party. If you can't and you can just afford to buy a big goat for the wedding, then go ahead, buy your goat, slaughter it, and give to the cook to make a good meal out of it. At my time, I remember someone actually suggested that we should get one chicken, a whole chicken to give to each person that is going to be on the high table. When I heard it, I said, what? Like, are you guys serious? I asked just simple question. Are you going to fund the one chicken to one person for the high table guests? The man turned and looked at me on one kind, I said, if you can't fund it, I and my husband, are not ready to spend that kind of money. If we have 30 people on the high table, we are going to be getting 30 chickens for each person. What am I celebrating? A 2 hours reception and it goes. I bluntly refused. I turned it down. For me, it doesn't make sense when I know that they are going to be served properly with meat and chicken, but one person to one whole chicken was a no-no for me. So if people bring suggestions or ideas that you know that doesn't go well with you or is going to make you to run out of cash, politely turn it down. It is your day. You do it the way you want it. As simple as that. I am sounding this as a note of warning. After the wedding comes the cocoa, the marriage. If you are of the mindset that you are going to get money and gifts from your wedding, except you're a popular celebrity, except your father is in the government house, or you are a rich man, a billionaire, or you are an influencer, no problem. But if you know you are not any of such or close to it, please, I am begging you, do not put your mind, even if you are, do not put your mind on the gifts or the money you are going to get from the venue, because there's 70% chances that you might be disappointed. The money you might get may not even be able to buy a good appliance in your house. Fix one or two things as a newly wedded couple in your home, or some things you might be needing. You might be dancing and you stylishly looked at the floor to see if there are money there. Let me tell you, let me give you a sister to sister advice, a woman to woman advice, and a sister to brother's advice. The 100 naira and 200 naira mints you see on the floor, if you put it together, it may not be up to 100,000. Oh, it may not be up to something that you can use to do anything tangible after the wedding. Or you went to borrow money and think you are going to pay up from the money you are going to get. I have seen people that got 30,000 after their traditional marriage. I have seen people that got 100,000 and they are owing 200,000 or thereabouts after the wedding. It does not make sense. Don't give yourself high BP or high blood pressure because your expectation was not met. Nobody is owing you anything, and it is not written that anybody is going to give you a particular amount or a particular gift item in your wedding. So please do yourself a lot of good by not putting so much hope or having high expectation. Use the e-invites. I didn't use it during my time. I've seen a lot of friends and family use it, and it really saved them a whole lot. You can also get vendors from referrals. Yes, if you know people who have done their weddings or they did something and you liked it, they can actually refer you to vendor. From experience, I have gotten to find out that it is lots more cheaper if you get vendors from referrals than when you go to meet them one-on-one. I'm also going to advise that if you are this Instagram kind of person that can't do without ordering things from vendors, I advise that you take advantage of the promos, take advantage of the deals, and this is going to help you to save more, and certainly you won't go wrong with that. Don't let your bridesmaids go broke because they want to support you on your big day. Some go as far as selling materials for 50,000. I don't know if you have big shots as friends. See it as an opportunity to get money out of them. They are only doing you a favor. They are only trying to support you as a friend. Let them choose a material of their choice. Just tell them the color of the day, or you could want them to go for. This goes for the women. Yes, we women, our wahala is out of this world. Compromise on those things you can compromise, and get done those things you can ever see yourself compromising on. Not everything is actually worth fighting for, because you want to have Chinese rice, you want to have fried rice, jollof rice, different type of delicacies on your wedding. And even you that actually spends the money, don't be surprised you may not have the opportunity to test a spoon of rice or whatever meal that was prepared on your wedding day. You want to have different kind of snacks and every other thing. You might end up not eating or tasting not even a sip of the drink in your wedding day. So this is all I can say, and I beg we apply cautions on spending, especially at this festive period or whenever we want to host any wedding or any party or any gathering. Let your pockets speak the truth and tell you what and what you should not do. Hope this video was helpful. If it was, just please give me a thumbs up. Let's interact on the comment section. Leave me questions you could want me to answer or videos you could want me to make, and please subscribe. It is totally free of charge. Thank you so much and see you soon again. Bye.